Yo, look, Guti is enjoying this so much right now. Guti, do we like this song or no?
No,
Ladies
Reals, do we
and
like
gentlemen,
I'd rather hear the Champions League anthem.
we are on our 9th episode número 9. Like the jersey number on the back of the player that disappeared today in El Clásico, Karim Benzema. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another show of the Golden Shoe. As we know, Rios and Guti, they're wearing, colors because they're, I don't know, I guess they're feeling some type of way. Tonquito, what's up, dog?
I'm feeling amazing right now, you know? I'm feeling really good. I did my first 10K yesterday.
You what?
I did a 10K yesterday.
You did a pancake?
A 10K.
Oh, a
10K
10K
with 60-year-olds, bro.
Is that soccer related? Like you did a 10K like soccer shots or what?
It's running.
Okay.
I feel good. How's everyone else feeling? How are we feeling about today?
Well,
Today's result.
Guti's wearing black. I guess he's going to, I don't know. What do you call that? Yeah. You okay, buddy?
Oh, hold on. What you saying is you're a Barça fan.
No, I'm just saying that Barcelona won today, so why not listen to their anthem? What's wrong with that?
Real Madrid won the other day. You didn't wear. No, just wondering.
Oh, I don't know. I don't own Real Madrid jerseys. You guys should send me one.
Oh, yes.
I seen your Zidane jersey. Why you lying to?
I do have a Zidane jersey. I do, but it doesn't fit me anymore, bro.
4K.
But got caught line on 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Rios, how you doing? What's up with your name, bro? Barcelona. What? You okay?
I'm doing great. I'm just. Oh, who did that? I think that was Guti hacked me, bro. He wrote what he was feeling. But I think we all can agree that what we saw today was pure robbery.
Pure robbery. Wow.
We'll take a look at it.
All right. You know what? I have it right here.
Do you want to just jump into that right now? Should we just jump into it?
Hey, I mean, I have it right here. Let me just add it real quick.
Let's see. All right.
Was it an offside to you, Mr. Jonathan?
Yeah.
You talking about the guy that got beat by Real Madrid last year?
Look. Huh?
Ooh.
You talking to the guy that got beat by Real Madrid last year in the Champions League? Of course, he's gonna say it's not offside. I mean, it is offside.
If there was a
I
little
don't hold grudges like some people. Like what I see here, I see Asensio leaning in a little more than Koundé.
Yeah.
What I see here is whoever was in VAR didn't pass second grade because I see some crooked lines. First of all right. Look at it, and then the angle they got it from is terrible. Like you can't even if they went off by this picture, it is completely off. It looks like Asensio and
to be fair, this is a horrible angle. They're doing it like I want to see it like straight.
You know who sent me
Exactly.
who sent me this picture?
Who?
Guti.
The Madrid fan?
He got this picture from a Twitter account at RealMadridLovers.com. Like, of
Whoa,
course they're gonna show this.
That's the same images that the VAR referees are using to
So
determine
wait, Guti,
outside.
for you, this was an offside?
I'm trying to see it.
Where do you see the offside based on those lines?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. You have the top right here, which is where the arm starts, and they put the line down. They grab Asensio's, they grab right here on the line, and he's offsides. I mean, it isn't much. It's a few inches.
Yeah, it was like just barely.
Terrible. Look, the red line is a little bit more crooked than the blue line. Like it's a little bit more slanted.
Let me ask y'all.
I don't see that. Is it actually?
Do you think?
Yes,
this
look at it. You see
what part of the red line? What part? The bottom?
The bottom part. The bottom part. Look how when it gets close to the line, you see how it leans a little bit to the right.
Let me take something real quick to measure that line to see if it is a little crooked.
What are you, an architect now?
Yo, that line actually is a little crooked. Actually,
you see it? Thank you, bro.
It's leaning a little. I do see the last. If you look at the last,
hold on, and then look at the blue line. Look when the blue line at the bottom where it initiates with. Nah, bro, it's inaccurate.
If you look
I
at
don't
the
wanna hear it,
last
bro.
dot on the red line, it looks like it's going just right.
Exactly. Yes,
Right?
it is. Look,
Kind
look
of,
at the
kind
bottom one. Look at the bottom.
Yeah. Wait, is that a red dot? It has to be a red dot because it's overlapping the blue.
You know,
I
it's crazy.
can't. This is fantastic. Like,
Wait, hold on,
see
wait.
Real Madrid fans discussing an offsides when
What?
they won multiple Champions League with goals in offsides, clear offsides. It's just unbelievable. Get with the program. Thank you, Bar, for making soccer more fair. Thank you. This is
Not
what
today.
happens. This is what happens when soccer is more fair. You get fair results. Easy
No, it
as
looks like
that.
a straight line. It looks like a straight line.
Of course.
Of course.
Bronquito, you talking nonsense right now, bro. How can you say that?
I want to hear your side. Keep preaching. I want to hear it.
I mean, there's nothing to preach about. We just looked at the lines. We looked at the bottom part of the line, and it was completely off.
Yeah,
It was slanted. And you can see also the line from his shoulder. When it's going down, it starts slanted, which
I feel
makes
like
no
I
sense.
want
It
to
should
see
be
it
running
from a
straight
little
down.
more, a little more straighter angle is what I want to see it at. To see how it would look because they usually provide that. Did they not provide that?
They
How
didn't.
about you tell Chelsea to make top four?
That's why. Why you
Crazy.
think?
Why Chelsea? I mean,
Why
I
do you
don't
think
know.
they call the Barca mafia?
I'm just salty right now, bro. That's all.
Whoa, wait, this is actually
Sorry,
an article?
sorry, bro. We don't live in the past. Present.
Should we put a line here or no?
Oh my goodness.
Oh
He
wait,
really,
should we put another line right here or no?
Hey, we can someone pull up
All right, cool.
what happened at Stamford Bridge 10 years ago?
Guys, stop living
Or
in the
more?
past, Rios. Come on. So
Ah,
guys,
10
I
years
hope all
ago?
you guys witnessed this.
What?
stop complaining about bar decisions. This is what bar is here for.
Yeah, it's a
They're
favorite Barca.
inconsistent.
Now,
VAR
if
is
you
very
know,
inconsistent.
now
Thank you.
if Chelsea fans will be complaining about this, I get it. But Real Madrid has been doing robberies for 100 years.
Damn.
Come on, gentlemen. Come on, gentlemen. Anyways, let's talk about today's Clasico where Barcelona won 2-1. Own goal by Araujo. And then goal by Sergio Roberto. And then in the last minute of the game, well, the last before extra time, Kessie made it 2-1. Do you guys think that, all right, just putting aside the offside goal and whatever, do you guys think that it was a fair result? Because we go a lot by this. Like, do we think that Barcelona really deserved to win the Clasico today?
In my opinion, no.
Okay, in
I
what
think it would
part
have been
was?
more fair. I think it would have been more fair if it was a draw, in my opinion. I think the game was very even across the board.
Okay, interesting. Guti, what's your take?
I don't think they deserve to win, but you know it's not about deserving. At the end of the day, it's about who scores the goals and you know the decisions that are made on the field that determine the outcome. But I think I would have been fine with the draw. I think it was well played game. You know, not really clear chances from both teams, but you know at the end of the day, you got to move on.
True. Do you guys think that that this result puts Ancelotti's position in danger? Or do you guys think that he's cool, like he's fine, he's chilling? Or I think we said it a few shows ago when you know Ancelotti was being questioned a lot. Do you guys think that this result hurts him because it is his third Clasico loss this year? He lost
Yeah, I
three
agree.
three
I think so.
Clásicos in 3 months.
It depends on what they do in the Champions League.
Yeah.
But I think if they were supposed, you know, they're supposed to be winning all the Spanish competitions, you know, but I feel like if he does the same in Copa del Rey, the second leg,
I don't think they're supposed to be winning every Spanish competition.
you know,
I think they would like to win every Spanish competition. I don't think they're supposed to.
No, I mean, but losing to Barcelona 3 straight, you're already in the hot seat automatically.
Yeah, he's in the hot seat for sure, bro. He has to win at least the
100%.
Champions League. He has to win a trophy. If he doesn't win a trophy, definitely in the hot seat. Most likely he'll be fired. That's just unfortunately the Real Madrid way. If you don't win trophies, Do I agree with it? No. I believe he deserves, even if he goes trophyless, I personally believe he deserves at least one more year for the great year he gave us last year.
Yeah.
But that's just not the Real Madrid way. If you don't win any trophies and you lose to Barcelona 3 times in a row, yeah, you're on the hot seat for sure.
And then we know that the next Clasico is next month, is the 5th of April, which is again at the Camp Nou. And well, we're gonna talk about that, of course, because that's in 3 more weeks.
Copa del Rey, right?
Yeah, the away game of the second leg of the Copa del Rey. Another question about that I have for you guys is how do we feel? How do we feel about Xavi Ball now? He has 6 Clásicos and he has won 4, including 3 this year. Do you guys think that Xavi Ball is real now?
I like it.
I think it's been real from the jump.
Like, because
Well-respected coach.
honestly, this Clasico, like a lot of people would say that the past Clásicos, like past like 4 or 5 Clásicos haven't really been like big. Like people haven't been like super hyped of it, like as it was before during the Xavi and Iniesta era. You know what I'm saying? Like those games were intense. You know, they would like there'd be fights at the end, and like the scores were always like crazy. That Gareth Bale ending, that goal. You know what I'm saying? Like they were crazy games. But I think today, to be honest, I only watched the last 15 minutes of this game today. But I thought that like it kind of carried that same intensity for that 15 minutes. And I think a big part of it is having that Xavi ball and seeing like that kind of play and having everything like sum up to that.
True.
I think Xavi Ball has been real from the jump. I mean, you saw, was it last year's Clasico? Was it 4-0 that Barcelona won?
At the Bernabeu. True.
I don't think Xavi from any point of time, he was questioned only up until the last Clasico and the first leg of the Copa del Rey, how he came out. I think that's the only moment, but I think, I don't think his type of ball has never been questioned. I think his type of ball is the true identity of Barca ball.
True.
Yes, I
Rios,
agree.
you were asking Xavi to come out and play like a man. Those were your exact words.
And he did. I respect that. He did.
I think the biggest takeaway from Barca is their defense, and not a lot of people talk about the defense. They talk about Lewandowski, Pedri, Gavi, but the back line is solid.
They have a really good.
And they know how to defend Vinny really well. Like Araujo just cuts Vinny's space, and the way that Ancelotti came out, if you guys saw during the game, Vinny was just by himself in the box. There was nobody in the box. Barca had everything closed out, and the only way that goal went in was because Araujo deflected it in. But I think their defense is just what's been carrying them this whole time.
Oh, absolutely. Which is why I think that Barcelona was out of the Champions League, because on the 3 games that Barcelona needed the defense to be there, the defense was injured. Araujo was hurt, Condé was hurt, Christensen was hurt. And let's keep in mind that Christensen came to Barcelona for free. I think that's unbelievable. This man left Chelsea on a free transfer when he could have easily been 40-50 million. Like, he's a really great defender in my eyes. I don't know how you guys see it.
He wasn't really playing well in Chelsea though, like how he has been for Barca. Like his
playing time was hard.
And I think that's to go with credit to Xavi as well.
True.
Guys,
I
think on that back line now, Araujo's the best defender. I don't know if you guys saw, but Araujo looked better when he was defending Vinny 1v1 when he got help from Sergio Roberto or Sergio Busquets. The times where Vinny did escape wasn't on the one-on-ones, was on the 1v3 or the 1v2s when 2 people would come and help him out. So I think the best defender is definitely Araujo.
Listen, this might be an unpopular opinion to some people, but I think you guys let me know what you think. Record this too in case it happens in 2 years. I think in 2 years, Alejandro Balde is going to be one of the best left backs.
Oh, he's already running for the Golden Boy of 2023.
But I'm saying in 2 years, I think he's going to be one of the best left backs in the world.
I think he's already top 10.
Maybe Jonathan's saying top 5 or top 3.
Yeah, like I think Ballon d'Oro. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see his name in the Ballon d'Oro list. You know what I mean?
I think what helps him a lot is the squad that he's on. I mean, I don't think let's get ahead of ourselves. I think
I think he's really good, but
I think he's quality. But
I think Jonathan still has some ways to go.
That's why I said 2 years. Like, give him 2 years and see what happens. I think that's my unpopular opinion. I see that.
don't-
I don't know why. I see that.
Okay, I mean, straight guys. How
Well,
how
that's it.
respectful is it that Barca is coming out here and being top of the league and doing good in La Copa del Rey and all that good stuff with Dembele and Pedri injured, which are two main starters. Like these two players are key to Xavi and Barcelona, and they're still winning. They're still beating Real Madrid in the Clasico like today. In my opinion, being superior than them, and Real Madrid has their starting lineup. Like this Real Madrid starting lineup won a Champions League. Like how do, like what do we think? Like, do you guys think that Barcelona squad is deep enough for them to do this, or is just really good functioning?
No, I think they have
Yeah.
depth.
They
The
do, and
center
they have.
midfielders.
It has to be with credited to Xavi to
Who is
get
it?
the players that he plugs in to stay motivated.
Does Rafinha go in for Dembele?
No,
Yes.
Yes.
He's-
They both play on the right, right?
Yeah, they're both play on the right. There were a few
That's-
games where Rafinha played on the left and they played
Mhm.
Dembele on the right because that's where Dembele
Yeah.
feels more comfortable. But when they both start, they kind of switch off.
yeah, that's
What
what I
is
was
Ferran Torres? He's not a striker, is he? He doesn't really play the striking position. He plays more of a like attacking midfield role, right?
No, he's a winger. He
He is
played
a
winger in
winger.
Valencia. He played winger in Man City, but
He's also a false nine too. He can play that false nine role.
Yeah.
yeah, I think he's very complete in that sense. Like he can play certain positions.
Yeah, good back.
Guys, today was also a very a good day for Barcelona because they beat Real Madrid today for their 100th time in history, and also they scored 3,000 goals in the Camp Nou, and they beat Real Madrid. So it was a pretty historic day for them. There's been this thing that's been going around that Titi Henry said that everybody in Europe is scared of Real Madrid, but Real Madrid is scared of Barcelona. What do you think, Jonathan? Do you think that when Real Madrid faces Barcelona, they go out there with a little thing in their mind because in the past 15, 20 years, they have gotten beaten pretty bad by them? Or you think that it's just
I think it's the
you don't think it
history.
matters?
I think it's like half and half. I think a big part of it is the history because I think that's probably the biggest rival in the football world. And so you come at it and you think like this. Obviously, they're two great rivals too. They play really well, two really good teams. So I think that's why. I guess that's a sense that I could see him saying that because it's like you're not just playing any random team, you're playing one of the best teams on the planet, and they're also your rival. So like, I guess that's why it feels different to play them than any other team.
Rios, how do you feel about El Clasico? Because right now the record is 100 wins for Barcelona, 52 ties, and 101 wins for Real Madrid. So not only they're very close, it's just a one game difference. They are the out of all of their rivals in football world, they are the one that are the most tied in history. Like Inter versus Milan, Inter versus Juve. They don't have them. They don't have that. Like how do I put it? Like
Equality, like
exactly the equality is the most equal game in football history. Like how do you feel about it? Like do you think every game is history? It's football
for
history.
sure.
Every game.
for sure. I mean, even if not even going by the stats or whatever, just the eye test of, bro, it's the best game in the planet. Always, whenever it's a Barca versus Real Madrid, the technical elegance of the game, it's a different feel from it. Like if I'm watching a Man City versus Liverpool or a Man City versus Man U, it's
Or
completely
Chelsea,
different. This guy, bro.
Good thing.
Come on, bro. Can you keep this guy out?
You know what? I think it's always gonna be very even regardless of the form of the teams. It just takes when you get into that game, it takes you to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And you'll have Real Madrid win 3 in a row. You'll have Barca win 2 in a row. It's gonna always be that way, and I think that's what always makes it so even, like you guys are talking about. And
That's what makes it beautiful, or that's what makes it so special.
True. Guys, here I wanted to show you guys the sofa score because believe it or not, the sofa score is very important for personal trophies like El Ballon d'Or and the
what
FIFA the
score?
best, the sofa scores.
Oh,
So I'm gonna show it to you guys because they actually use this to get the ratings of players like legit. So hold up, let me get this for you guys. Can you guys see it properly?
yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Are we just
Okay.
looking at the? Oh yeah.
Okay, so based on this, so this graph, what it shows is this were all the moments where Barcelona was better than Real Madrid for SofaScore, right? So as you can see, Barcelona was better than Real Madrid in the whole majority of the game. This is based on their stats, right? Sorry.
Okay.
Go
No,
ahead, Rios.
I'm listening. No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay. So Frankie de Jong was the best player for Barcelona today with an 8.2. And Real Madrid's best player was Thibaut Courtois.
I think it says a lot if your goalkeeper was the best player of the game.
True. And Real Madrid came as favorites to win this game, which is, I'm not gonna say it's pretty. I'm not gonna say it was odd because I mean Real Madrid are doing pretty great in Europe, but and then here for the rest of this for the scores, right? Ter Stegen 6.6, Araujo 6.8. I personally didn't feel like Araujo had a great game.
He did enough. He did enough to keep Vinicius in check.
Yeah, but I think that own goal really bothered him like a lot. Like I think it really took a hit on his head. So we have in Barcelona's top three was Frankie de Jong, Sergio Busquets, and Sergio Roberto, right next to Andreas Christensen
and Gavi.
And well, Gavi's 7.2. I wanted to ask you guys about Robert Lewandowski. Do you guys feel like Robert Lewandowski might be a little too slow for Barca ball?
Yeah, I said it a few episodes ago when you guys look completely different with Ferran with a more mobile 9 than having Lewandowski there.
Right. How can you bench Lewandowski though? I don't think you
can't.
You can't.
You know, it's tough. And I said that you guys look better when you guys have a more mobile 9.
True.
But you can't because of his name, his hierarchy, his resume, his credentials. You know,
salary. You know, there's a lot
exactly.
So Real Madrid's worst player was Luka Modric with a 6.2. Maybe I should call Gavi to empty his pockets. Hold up.
I don't understand how Gavi has a 7.2 and Luka has a 6.2.
¿Qué pasa, tío? Estoy haciendo el programa, tío. Chaval, revísate los bolsillos, ¿vale? Y regresa Luquita, ¿vale? Dale, buena partida, vale.
I'm trying to check those pockets for the amount of money they paid.
Vale, bonanit, dale, bonanit. All right, you spoke to Gavi. He's good. He's returning Luka Modric. Let's see. I felt that Rudiger 7.2 for Militao. Whoa.
I meant to give that to Rudiger.
I think it should be the other way around. You guys felt that Rudiger had a worse game than Militao, like a whole point?
I think Militao had a better game.
Yeah, he sure
than Rudiger, but I don't think Rudiger played that bad. Honestly, I think he defended well. Militao had a great game.
Great.
The one who struggled for me was Carvajal, especially when he went up high up the pitch. It looked like he just didn't know what to do with the ball.
True. And then we had, I have read a lot of people talking bad about Ferland Mendy. Do you guys think he came in and was irrelevant?
Yeah, I didn't even notice he was on the field. I mean, I did, but he was, to me, didn't make an impact.
Yeah.
True. Here we have a few messages from our manager, Mr. Brian Bohorquez. He says, I think Kim Kardashian was in the stands. Real Madrid were favorites until Guti said they'll win.
I agree with that.
What I know is that this is gonna be my last comment on the Clasico game. I think with Real Madrid losing 3 in a row, this automatically makes Real Madrid favorites for the second leg of the Copa del Rey.
Stop with your reverse psychology BS, man. How you gonna say that?
I'm being 100% honest. Dude, 3 losses in a row?
No,
that's a lot.
Every time you said that, Real Madrid has lost against Barca. I'm not entertaining that. You're not slick. Stop with the reverse. How can you say that?
Because it's 3 wins in a row. Historically, no team has won 4 in a row.
Man. That makes sense. That makes sense.
I mean, it does, but
That's
no.
how it goes back to the parody. You know, it's always going to be.
For those that don't
It's
know
always going to be.
about the Kim Kardashian curse, it's because she went to an Arsenal game and they got knocked out of Europa, and then she went to a PSG game, and then they ended up losing to Rennes. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just for the viewers who don't know what that's about.
Crazy.
And another positive for Barcelona is that with today's jersey selling and the tickets, they had a plus value of 8.1 million euros. Hey, man, it's enough to pay Messi for a year.
You mean to pay VAR for another?
Pay
like,
VAR, dude. After that,
Jonathan, you see these comments, bro, and then they have the audacity to say they're not Real Madrid fans. What?
That's crazy.
Listen,
Crazy.
Jonathan's just being political right now because we're on the phone earlier, right after the game, and he agreed with me. So he's being political right now.
I said it's a little sketchy, but I mean, you know,
He's just being political.
Come on, Jonathan, you gotta show your true self, though.
Your true colors, bro. Come on, bro.
Guys, let's go. Let's talk about something that the Premier League, something about the little Premier League. Well, today we're gonna have a few good things. You know, we always trying to have for each episode a little different thing. You know, today we're gonna create our perfect player. So each one of us here, we're gonna create our perfect player. But before that, Mr. Rios has a picture of one of the most informed players in the world right now, one of the most informed players in the Premier League right now, who also had a fantastic World Cup, Saka. So the question is, who are the top 3 best Premier League players at the moment? Let's start with you, Rios.
Saka, Erling Haaland, Marcus Rashford.
Okay, you said that you had a valid. You said that you had a valid argument before, or in our pre-show. So I'm kind of waiting for it because I don't think he's.
So
I think he's doing great, but he's not top 3 in the Premier League.
So you don't think he's top 3?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I'll say this. Number 1, the big thing is Arsenal is in first place. All right, he's the first player in the Premier League this season that contributed to 10 goals and 10 assists. He has a total of 24 contributions to goals this season, which makes it more than Marcus Rashford. In my opinion, Arsenal probably has player for player on their roster. They're probably the 3rd or 4th best in the Premier League. Meaning, I believe Man City has a better roster player per player, even the bench. Manchester United, Chelsea. Yeah, and that makes Arsenal number 4. I think there's someone else. I just can't think of it at the top of my head. So, yeah, that makes it, for me, that puts more pressure on players like Saka. So, that's one of my arguments on why I believe he's the best player right now over Erling Haaland in the Premier League. Because there's more to the game than just goals. And don't get me wrong, Erling Haaland is scoring goals. He's very efficient. It's crazy what we're witnessing. But you see what Saka does, bro? And he sets up his players, he creates, and he assists. Like, come on.
I mean, I'm not taking it away from you, but there is one player that's more important to Arsenal than Saka, who is to me in the top 3, which is Martin Odegaard.
I was gonna put Odegaard up there.
Martin Odegaard is top 3 in the Premier League right now, in my opinion, because
top 3.
Top 3. He has 6 goals. He has 10 assists. And then we got to go to what really matters in that position, right? He has created 56 chances, right? He creates 2 chances every 90 minutes, while Saka creates 1.6. Then Saka has 956 passes, and then Martin Odegaard has 1,235, which means the ball goes a lot more through Odegaard than Saka, which is obvious because Odegaard it's a create and Saka is more of a finisher, right? Sakai is on the wing, and he has to be there to finish the play, right? Either with an assist or with a goal. That's his main role, right? So I can agree with you. Sakai is being phenomenal, but my top 3 are Haaland, Odegaard, and I want to put.
Hold on, but I would say look at when Saka did not play. Was it 75 minutes against Sporting, and they lost? Arsenal did not look good without Saka. Like, no Saka, no party. You can have Odegaard there, But if you don't have Saka, that Arsenal team is not going to look the same.
I feel you on that.
But you also have to take into consideration Gabriel Jesus, who has been out for a majority of the last few months. So
absolutely.
that takes a big toll as well on them. But they've hung in there without him being in the lineup.
Exactly. That makes it even more of a
because Saka, like Rios is mentioning, like without Saka, they would not be in first still, in my opinion.
I don't know. I feel like Martinelli. He's been a lot.
Yes, don't get me wrong. Yeah.
Our manager has a good question. He says a statement. Saka is underrated, which we could easily create it into a question. Based on what you're saying, Rios, you agree with this? Saka is underrated, right?
For sure. He's underrated and should be, if not the best player, tied as the best player in the Premier League at the moment. Over Marcus Rashford.
All right. So how does our friend here that's sitting 10th in the Premier League feel about Saka?
He's who's sitting?
I'm sorry.
Who's next? Me?
Yeah, you are the only one sitting 10th in the Premier League.
I think I like Saka. I'm not saying he's not a good player. He's great, but I'd rather have Mason Mount again.
All right, bro.
Stop that.
Somewhat.
Can we kick this guy out, please?
No, honestly, I don't see him top 3. He obviously does well at Arsenal. He's doing well right now with Arsenal. There's no doubt about that.
He's doing more than great, Jonathan. He's having a fantastic season.
But top 3 in the Prem?
That's where I agree. I see him as a top 10. But a top 3 is a little.
Hold on. But how can you put
top 10? I see that definitely.
Maybe even put Marcus Rashford. Top 3? What would you put Marcus Rashford in top 3?
I put Rashford top 5.
Top 5.
Then you have to put Saka there because Saka has more goal contributions.
I put Saka like top 6, 7.
Okay, so
but it's more than goals and assists. It's more. It's what you do for your team, right?
Right. Exactly. Correct.
Exactly.
And I think by the eye test, Saka by far is Arsenal's biggest impact player. It's a huge difference when you don't have Saka on the field than when you have Saka on the bench.
Of course, he's
completely different.
He's great. I mean, I trust me, I enjoy him a lot. I think he's fantastic. But I do what what you bring to the table is a pretty good thing, Saka. I mean,
we appreciate.
I didn't have him in my top 3. You said what, Jonathan?
We appreciate your time, Rios.
We appreciate your 35 minutes.
All right.
Guti, who are your top 3?
All right, go Guti, go.
You know what?
Mine's very unpopular. Mine is very unpopular.
I have to go with Rios as well.
It's a guy with sense, bro.
No, it has to be. I think Saka.
It makes sense.
Saka first, Haaland second, and Rashford third.
Okay. If we go by goal contributions, you can multiply by 2 what Saka has been doing, and you get Haaland's goals. Like, bro, Haaland is on the way to do something that I think only Salah did it, which is win top goal scorer, win the Premier League, and win the Golden Boot.
Okay,
this is gonna be crazy.
But wait though, is the difference between Manchester City? Go ahead, my bad, Guti. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say without Haaland, Manchester City would be just fine.
And I would say too that the players around Haaland, like, bro, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
They're 95% of the reason why Haaland gets
Foden, De Bruyne. You have a lot of players that can play to Haaland's style by just putting him through, man. Like, he's like it's crazy.
I love this.
You know what that reminds me of? You know what it reminds me of? I mean, it's not the same exact thing, but when Messi was at Barça, Xavi, Iniesta feeding Messi all these balls, it's the same thing with Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden is doing to Erling Haaland. So to me, Manchester City has a better roster than Arsenal. So that to me shows how much weight Saka has to carry. And Arsenal's in first, Man City's in second. And I believe Man City has a way better roster, way better players around Haaland.
Jonathan, before we answer our manager's question, let's go ahead with your top 3.
All right, ready? So I got Haaland. I got Martin Odegaard. And my third one, very unpopular, but you know what? I'll just say it. Enzo Fernandez.
All right, guys. So, Jonathan, bro, you cannot put a player that has been.
Hey, that's a lot to say. If I
Bro.
could put his name in there, that's a lot to say. If I could put his name in there, he's
Yeah, that's a lot to say.
That's a lot of biasness.
You missing some brain cells. That's what.
All right, no. All right, if I really had to be real about it, who I would put, let me see. In third, that's tough. It's a tough team, man.
I mean, Brian gave you one, Harry Kane, bro. One of the best
Yeah,
players
but
in
what,
Premier League
but
history.
what does Harry Kane's contributions do for Spurs? They don't. They don't produce.
I don't see Kane.
They don't produce anything for them. It's empty stats for Harry Kane, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Empty stats. Wow.
Look, this is my reasoning. Why I like Enzo for this is because before Enzo came,
This man's still
like,
talking about Enzo.
Chelsea has been on a rough streak. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so they were at 10th.
We got back,
They're
and
still
then
at 10th.
we're gonna be facing Madrid in the Champions.
We'll talk about that
Mhm.
later, Jonathan. We don't have
So-
to talk about in the 36th minute when we're talking about the top three in the Premier League. Why Real
No,
Madrid
I'm
got the
justifying
easiest
Enzo.
draw
I'm
again?
justifying Enzo right now. I'm justifying Enzo. I say Enzo. That's me.
All right,
Enzo number
that's
3.
fine. That's fine. I mean, that's cool.
Super unpopular, but
Not unpopular. It's biased.
nah, that's
Thank you.
an unpopular opinion.
What's that? What is that dark thing that you have in the middle of your
My mic.
screen?
It's my mic. It looks like Reels's.
But you was about to make me curse. Why is it so fat?
Shout out DJ Dougie for the esports.
Bring it up a little bit. Let me see it. Bro, it's like the size of your head.
Yeah,
Where'd you get on Amazon?
don't worry about it.
Yo, that is
DJ
big.
Dougie.
That's
that
big
looks
for
wrong,
real.
bro. That angle too.
Nah, Jonathan, put it back where it was, bro. 'Cause
Please,
we're
bro,
about to
please,
make,
please,
we're about to make
Jonathan.
some stickers, dog.
Yo, you guys are funny. Wait, let me make it like nice. A nice team. Yeah. It's a
Man,
nice
let's
team.
go. Let's go ahead and talk about our perfect player, right? The guys want to talk about
Enzo?
how would be our perfect player.
What's the attributes? You should break it down.
Okay, so we didn't really make it. I think we all gonna have like different things, but I have brain, head, speed, dribbling, intensity. What happened? What happened?
You said brain and head.
Wait, look. No,
Yeah, like
you
brain
guys-
and then
look
header.
at me. You guys made the face. You guys made the
Yeah,
face.
that's why I said brain and head. It's two different things.
So I have it broken down to
This is
6
so
categories,
toxic, bro.
which is
You have
kind of
6 categories. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how many you have.
I have 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said okay, brains, which is intelligence. I have that. So
Okay. Then I have header.
I don't have head in.
Then I got speed and defense. I got dribbling, leadership, intensity, and then I have left foot and right foot.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
But
So
yeah,
should
we can
I
go with
start?
that.
Should I
Wait,
start?
but any players? Is it like just any players?
Like currently, right? I mean, we're not.
Okay, currently. Okay.
Yeah, currently. Good thing you didn't prepare for the show, bro.
No, I'm just asking. Like, what pool of players are we just doing the Premier League? Are we just
Oh,
doing-
we didn't specify that, right?
exactly. That's what I'm
we
saying.
did it.
Anyone.
Everything. Jonathan, you ready? You ready for this or not?
Yeah.
All right. So I picked the perfect player for me should have Messi's intelligence.
I agree.
Do you want to do like each one just say the perfect player, or you want to go like each category says who?
Category.
Each category says who.
Okay, so for me, I would my perfect player would have Messi's intelligence. How about you guys?
I say Messi.
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 There's
I agree, Messi.
That's what
We
makes.
know Jonathan didn't do it. He's just gonna.
I'll give you all of it right now.
He's either gonna copy us or say a Chelsea player.
I'll give you all of it right now if you guys want.
I'm surprised he didn't say Enzo Fernandez. How about heading ability. Who like my perfect player would have Robert Lewandowski's heading.
I'll take different on that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
what you
take
got?
Harry Kane.
Ooh,
That's a good
Harry
one.
Kane, bruv.
Harry Kane, bro. That's a good one, bro.
That's not a joke team.
How about you, Guti and Rios?
So I would say Mitrovic.
Oh, I was about
Ooh.
to say that too.
That's a good one.
I didn't prepare for heading, but I would have said Mitrovic. He's a monster in there.
I didn't know we were talking about second player divisions, but second division players. But all
What are
right.
you talking about? He's first.
Nah, he's in the Premier League.
Yo, Foden's
Oh,
doing good.
Oh
Though.
snap! Not following. Sorry. So speed. I put Kylian Mbappe speed.
I don't see it. Whoa, wait, Rios, who do you want?
I know somebody faster.
Who?
Alfonso Davis.
Ooh,
That's
a
not
good
bad,
one.
actually. I
Not
switched mine
bad.
to Alfonso Davies, actually. I switched. It was Mbappe, but I switched mine to Davies now.
You can't stop switching your bro. You have to have
But stop
personality.
switching, what do you mean? All right, I'll stick with Mbappe then.
Bro,
That's so fast.
No, have personality. Stick with Alfonso Davis.
he had Mbappe first.
Yeah.
No, but if you have the personality to switch, so switch.
Oh,
All right, no change these.
no change. Guti, who you got?
I had Alfonso Davies as well.
This man Guti didn't do the homework though. That's crazy.
We should have submitted these to one person so one person could just say them out loud.
True. Then for dribbling, the perfect player right now would have Vinicius Junior dribbling. I like how much he has gotten, how great he has become as a player. Like this man was top 500 players, 3 years ago. Then he was top 100, and now he's arguably top 10, top 15 in the world. Like I think Bini has become that one player where when he grabs the ball, you're like, oh snap, something can happen. And that makes him be an elite player. So to me, dribbling, I will put Vinicius Junior dribbling. How about you guys? Who you guys got for dribbling?
Mine's gonna be very unpopular, but I'll let Guti and Tronquito go first.
I have Bernardo Silva.
That's not
It's
bad.
not bad. It's not bad.
He's a good dribbler.
Yeah.
All right, I got Riyad Mahrez.
Mario isn't bad.
That's a good dribbler too. Okay, cool. How about you, Rios?
We're
didn't
talking about
have
like
to.
currently
He didn't
right
have
now,
to.
right?
Yeah,
We're talking about currently right now. I'm gonna say the best dribbler in the Premier League, bro. Come on.
this man is about to say Mitu Shadri, some one of these guys.
Mitoma, bro. Come on, bro.
Face him out.
Mitoma, he's the best dribbler, bro. He's a beast.
All right,
Monster at dribbling.
next one. Next attribute.
Rios, I know you're not gonna let this man.
He's the
Next
one that put
attribute,
Enzo
what's the next
Fernandez
attribute?
in the top 3 of the Premier League.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Next attribute.
Oh man. And
Joke.
the defense, the perfect player to me right now should have the best center back in the world defense. I think Ronald Araujo is top 3. So I think the perfect player should have Ronald Araujo's defensive attributes.
Not what we saw from today.
I mean, he faced against one of the best players in the world.
All right. I know a better defender than him though. But go ahead, Guti.
I do too.
This man's about to say John Terry something.
Oh my!
What's yours, Rios?
He is a Chelsea player.
Mine is Thiago Silva.
Oh my god!
How you gonna pick him over Koulibaly?
I like Thiago Silva better than Koulibaly.
Is that your player, Koulibaly?
No,
Yes,
Thiago
as
Silva.
defending, strictly defending only.
Thiago Silva.
He's a monster.
I was thinking between.
I would say Thiago
because
Silva's
Thiago Silva has
leadership.
that well, it's
No,
like
I
weird
would say
'cause-
Thiago Silva's leadership, but
no,
Koulibaly.
he has really good defending intelligence. Thiago Silva.
You guys just gave Guti a player to pick for leadership too.
Oh
But
my!
it was between
Oh,
him.
my
I
dad-
have one.
he
and I
is
have-
the defender for me.
Yeah.
All right. For intensity, right? I picked one of the most intense players in the world who just had Luka Modric in his pocket. I like Gavi's intensity.
He is intense.
Okay.
Intense.
He's an intense one, yeah.
How about you guys? Who do you guys got for intensity?
You guys are gonna hate me for this.
Oh my
But I
god.
put Enzo.
Tronquito, go, because Guti is about to say.
Enzo. He has good intensity. Enzo has good intensity. He's got intensity. The
Okay.
World
when
Cup
you-
was crazy. He was crazy in the World Cup.
The intensity for
Okay.
me would be Thiago Silva.
Thiago
Okay,
Silva.
when you
Rios, who's yours? Rios, who's yours?
hold on, but when you guys say intensity, is it like
That means
passion or is it like
you didn't pick
physical?
this one, did you?
like
it-
physical intensity.
Yeah, like Thiago
Damn.
Silva is a beast.
Rios, go.
He's a beast, but he's like 36, bro.
So this one, damn, this was probably gonna be a bad pick. You guys are probably gonna laugh, but I'm gonna say, oh, Shaka from Arsenal.
Come on, mate.
He has intensity.
Yo,
All
Rudiger,
right.
actually, that's a good
That's
one.
a good one, Rudiger.
Rudiger.
That's pretty good.
But I like Shaka's, especially this year. His intensity has been really good. I think him like the passion, but that
Next,
also that
the
comes with
tribute,
leadership.
please.
I think.
Next, the tribute. Next,
Yo, this man,
request the next
Jonathan.
tribute, please.
Rios, what's up with Jonathan, bro?
He's just trying to stay relevant. That's it, dog.
Oh my gosh. All right. So for my right foot, I picked one of the best right foot in the world, Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh, I was gonna pick that, man.
You can. I mean, we're not, you can. You can. Guti, who you got? This man's about to say Ozil or something.
Oh. He's about to say Mahrez, man.
Nah, I would say Kevin De Bruyne as well.
Okay.
I have De Bruyne too. I have De Bruyne for that.
I mean,
oh
that's-
my God, Jonathan.
I thought for a second I thought we were doing ambidextrous. I would put De Bruyne also. He got a crazy left too.
So Sade says, at this point, just ask Rios Arsenal questions because no other player exists the last 5 episodes with Rios.
Yo, we gotta wish happy birthday to Sade. Sade!
Hey,
Woo-hoo.
happy birthday, Sade!
Sade.
Woo!
Can you play some music in the background? Throw some
Yo,
balloons.
what do you want? A little happy birthday song? Yo, and left foot. We gotta pick the best striker in the world, bro. Erling Haaland. Yo, this man is the one-touch artist, bro. This man is putting one-touch goals in the back of the net like nothing. How you score 5 in the Champions League midweek, and then you come at the weekend and you score 3 again? 8 goals in 2 games, yo. Come, Erling Haaland to me has the best left foot in the world right now.
Over Messi?
Well, I already picked Messi for intelligence. I'm not
You
repeating.
can pick
players.
up again.
No,
Oh,
we're not repeating players.
Yeah, not ready for
Oh,
it.
that's the rule?
I had Messi.
I mean, I thought it wasn't a rule, but I thought it was understood. But my bad.
I had Messi, so but
You had Messi, okay?
I mean, if I had to pick a different one, it would be Haaland. I would second Haaland.
Yo, Jonathan is having one good show today.
No, he's been
Very
having a
much.
good 3 minutes.
Guti,
Oh, that's
Guti,
funny.
who's your
That's
left
a good
foot?
one, Rios. I
Yeah,
like that.
Guti,
My
who's
goodness.
your left foot, and why is it Di Maria?
It's Rafi.
Ooh,
Rafinha?
Yeah.
Yo, he did have a good game
Joking.
today.
Yeah, I know I
He did
love
have a good
Rafi.
game.
So that left foot he got a great left foot.
He had a decent game today. Let's not get too ahead
No,
of ourselves.
I'm not talking about just this game. I'm talking
Yo,
about
and you know what? I'm just gonna add on to what Kevin was saying, bro. The best left foot,
oh my god.
Saka, baby. Let's go.
I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. Guys, before we talk about the Champions League drawing, right? Because we only got 10 minutes left on the show. Crazy. I think we might have spoken about the Clasico a little too much.
A little too long.
But I think it was necessary. You know, we don't have a Clasico every week. So, guys, 3 teams that surprised you the most and why? I think we can do this pretty quickly to talk about the Champions League drawing, you know? Guti, what are 3 teams that surprised you?
Napoli. I would say Napoli's one.
They're on my list.
Surprised
too.
a lot of us. Union Berlin in the German league has been a big surprise. You know, they're kind of falling off the past few weeks. And I would say my 3rd team would be Arsenal.
Oh, okay.
I was not expecting them to be in a title race this far into the season.
Okay. My 3 teams are Napoli, I think we can all. Well, I'm not gonna say agree because the other two might think something differently. But bro, being 19 points clear and in the quarterfinals of the Champions League for Napoli, that's pretty big. Another team that surprised me a lot is Benfica. They're 10 points clear of Porto in the Portuguese league and quarterfinals of the Champions League. And my third one is Brighton. They are one game less, 5 points away from the Champions League, FA Cup semifinals, and they lost their coach at the middle of the season. Like, yo, this team is fire, dog. This team really is fire, and they have, Alexis McAllister, who we know that he's not gonna be there for long, but yo, McAllister he's good, man. He's good.
Mitoma.
All right. Well, I think my three teams. I have Arsenal, Newcastle, and Napoli. Newcastle's in fifth place right now.
Yeah, they're
I agree with
balling this year.
Bro,
this is the best thing you ever said, Ronquito. This is the best thing you ever said.
How can a team that spent more than 100 million in the transfer window
but this is also a team that, like, when was the last time they even qualified for Europa or Champions? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they just spent more than 100 million.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just more of like that. You look at the team's history and where they've been and where they're at now, and it's just like that's the team that surprised me because you don't see them in that position. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that they were gonna be there, but I don't know. It's straight, Mr. Enzo.
Thank you.
Rios, what are yours?
I would say definitely for sure. I think the biggest surprise is Napoli, especially all the players that they lost from last year. Okay, that threw me off. I'm sorry. Arsenal. I don't think anyone expected Arsenal to be first. I don't think they spent that much money. Who in the offseason besides
they brought in
Gabriel Jesus, right?
That's why I don't really see it as a surprise. They brought in Gabriel Jesus. They brought in Shevchenko. They spent money, dog. They spent
I expected them to be top 5, top 3, not to be number 1.
They've been having rough seasons too.
Yeah, and especially with having Gabriel Jesus out and still manage to stay on top, that's a huge surprise. And then I think Tronquito made a valid point. Even though they did spend a lot of money, I'm in between Newcastle and Brighton because Brighton losing their coach a month in.
I think Brighton's is bigger, might be.
Yeah, I don't know how much money they spent in the offseason, but also with the players that they have.
Yeah.
Would you say they have a top 10 quality roster player for playing the Premier League? It's debatable, but I'm in between. I'll go more with Brighton. I think you made a great point, Mucci. So I'll go Napoli, Arsenal, Brighton.
For manager Brian is Napoli, AC Milan, and Dortmund. Dortmund is first in the Bundesliga, y'all. We don't have Bayern Munich at top.
I think also what he means by that is surprise, as in like what they didn't do when Chelsea beat them in the Champions League. No one thought Chelsea was going to beat them in the Champions League because of the kind of form Dortmund was in, but they ended up losing. And that what was that the first like home game loss and or the first time they didn't score in I can't remember how many games, 14 games or something like that. But that was at home that they went scoreless.
No, they won in Dortmund and they lost in the they lost at the Stamford Bridge.
Yo, boys, talking about the Champions League, right? We got about 7 minutes of the show. Let's talk about the Champions League quarterfinal draw. We have Real Madrid against Chelsea. We have Bayern Munich against City. We have AC Milan against Napoli. And we have Inter versus Benfica. Now, my question is, why did Real Madrid get the worst possible... Well, let me rephrase that. Why did Real Madrid get one of the easiest draws again? Why? Like, why did Real Madrid
brush up on your history? So, like,
why did Real Madrid get the worst informed team in the draw? Why? I just need to understand why.
They've been playing great in the Champions League.
Yeah, Champions League. We've been doing.
Who has been playing great in the Champions League?
Chelsea.
That doesn't mean that I'm talking about form. Yo,
And then,
Chelsea.
and
But
then
that- that's tough,
episode, you said Benfica was they were gonna get drawn up with Benfica because that would have been the easiest draw.
Right. Well, there's a difference between easiest team and
Okay.
the least informed team. We know that Benfica has the lowest quality, but
Correct.
Chelsea is in worse form. Bro, they scored 5 goals, including the ones from yesterday, in 3 months and 19 days. We're talking about, bro, 5 goals in 100 days.
I would
They ended up in the
argue and say
quarterfinals of the
that
Champions League. That's crazy.
actually Chelsea's actually catching a little bit of form. Even though they didn't win, they've been playing a lot better, especially the past 2 weeks. So I'll play devil's advocate, and I would say Chelsea's actually looking better. They're actually becoming informed.
And they're
They
still
haven't
like
figured it out.
it's still like 3 weeks until they play, so you never know how they're gonna come.
And they get Kante back.
Guti, 5 goals in 100 days, bro.
But how many
Yeah.
goals were in the Champions League?
I don't like 2 because they only played once.
They're catching form at the right
They're
time
catching form.
champion-
Exactly.
in the Champions League.
So you guys are saying that they're catching form right now.
Yeah.
But when they draw, can we well, you guys don't have to agree. But in my opinion, based on the draw out of all of the teams,
So you're saying it's unfair. You're saying it's unfair.
no, I'm not saying it's unfair. I'm just saying that Real Madrid got the team that's in worse form out of the other 7. I mean, I don't.
I mean, overall form, yeah. Overall, that's true.
So, Jonathan, how you feel about this? Like, do you?
I'm excited.
Are you confident about Chelsea versus Real Madrid?
Yo, Madrid Chelsea is always a great Champions League. They've only met twice in the recent years. The first.
So what were the outcomes, Jonathan?
3-1 aggregate and a 5-4 aggregate the last time they met, where Madrid ended up winning the Champions League, and then the one before that was 3-1 aggregate, where Chelsea ended up winning the Champions League. So that they bring good games. 9 goals in 2 legs, like that's crazy. It's not a joke team.
It's a great tie, and
Yeah, I want to see this Reece and Vinny though. That's what I want to see. I want to see Reece put his Vinny in his pocket again.
True. So Real Madrid and Chelsea, they burst each other 4 times. Real Madrid won 1, they tied 1, and they lost 2 times against Chelsea.
Yeah.
So this Chelsea, even though Chelsea is, in my opinion, the worst form out of all of them, this is a team that is the only team that is positive against Real Madrid in the Champions League. So we'll see. I think it's a good matchup. What are percentages? Let's do percentages. Guti, what's your percentage on this game qualifying?
honestly, with Chelsea getting form back, I would say 60-40
I second that.
60-40 to who?
to Madrid. Just a, if you would have asked me this maybe like a month ago, I would have said probably like 70-30 or something, but I think 60-40 is pretty accurate.
60-40 Chelsea.
No, 60-40 Madrid.
To me, it's 75, 25-25.
This is a joke team. No,
I mean, to me, it's
No,
Madrid.
it's not gonna be an easy tie at all. It's not gonna be.
I think it's
I say 60-40 Chelsea.
You say 60-40 Chelsea?
Yeah. Given the recent
joke.
history.
I think you're coming out here saying jokes. To me, it's gonna be easy for Madrid. 75% Real Madrid, 25% Chelsea. What do you think?
Oh
Rio?
my god!
That's a bit too.
No, if I'm a Real Madrid fan, I will be a little bit more nervous than usual. I still give Real Madrid a slight edge. I'll say 52% to 48. Because Chelsea's catching form. They're looking better each week. They just need a result. And then, like you said, you just gave the statistics on Chelsea versus Real Madrid in the Champions League.
They always play.
And then Real Madrid after this defeat, how are they feeling morally?
I don't know, but they're about to catch a 2-week break.
I give a slight edge to Real Madrid. It should be a great 2 games.
It's a great tie.
What's yours?
Madrid 75, Chelsea 25.
No, real one.
Real one. Wow. Yo, like this is for real. Like Real Madrid are in the semifinals of the Champions League, and they're gonna burst either Bayern or City. What are our percentages on that one? Bayern against City. Rios, what's your percentage on this one?
It's a tough one.
Sorry, I broke up. I didn't hear the last part.
Manchester,
Munich and City?
yeah, Munich and City percentages.
51-49. I'm gonna give it to City.
Okay. Bayern 60, City 40. To me. I think Bayern are clear favorites of Manchester City.
I think I have 60-40 City.
Okay. Guti, how about you?
Yeah, I would 60-40 is a little bit pushing it for me. I say 55-45.
Hey, I said this too
Bayern.
before
Bayern.
when they played Leipzig. I said Haaland likes scoring on German teams. That
Yeah,
shit's
but
even
Haaland
tough.
has never beaten Bayern Munich.
Ooh.
Factos.
I still think
I like it.
60-40.
You sure?
I still think
Didn't Kun
60-40.
Agüero score a hat trick on Munich or scored a few goals?
No, Haaland.
Yeah.
Haaland. Wait, you said City or Haaland?
I'm talking
That's
about
like-
Haaland.
Oh, you're talking about Holland. Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
I think 60-40 City. But it is going to be a good
60-40.
game.
True. How about you, Rios? Where you see this one? Or you already said it, my bad.
Yeah, I already said it.
51-49 City.
All right, so this is what. So Haaland has played against Bayern Munich 7 times, right? He has scored 5 goals though in 7 games, but he has never won.
I think it's like you got to think like he's not playing with Dortmund though. He's playing with City.
Right. So this is gonna be the first
gonna
time
be-
though that Haaland is gonna
Yeah.
play with a I don't want to say a better team because I don't think City are better, but he's gonna play in a team that can go head to head with Bayern because we know Dortmund is a few steps down, historically and when they burst each other. But all right, so Milan Napoli 7 Champions League for Milan. Napoli, they're gonna win the Calcio. 19 points is crazy. I think Napoli is gonna take this one though. I see Napoli with a 60% chance, and I'm gonna give 40 to Milan. Sadly,
second that.
you guys know I think Milan is a good one, but I think Napoli's form it's good.
I second that. I have 60-40 Napoli. I think Osimhen's going to come out and ball out. Put a couple goals in the back, yeah?
In the back, yeah. How about you, Guti? Where you see this one?
I say I'm a little bit more. I'll probably say 65-35 Napoli.
Okay, Rios, how about
Why
you?
you guys counting AC Milan out like that, bro? Have some respect.
I think it has to do with
I'm-
Napoli's form. It's not really has to
Exactly.
do with that at all. It's just
But you never know. You never know. It's how you wake
I
up
mean, I
that day.
see what you're saying though. That hierarchy in Europe kinda
Yeah.
wait a little bit at some
But I
point.
agree with you guys. I'm gonna give Napoli the go. But I'm gonna say 55-45.
True.
Napoli. A little
And
bit
then the last one we got is Inter Benfica. So Inter Milan,
True.
not doing fantastic in Italy.
I have
You know.
Benfica winning that.
You have what?
I have Benfica winning that one.
Come on, mate. 65%.
How many strikes is
Inter.
that on Tronquito today,
Yo,
bro?
that's about 7 strikes, bro.
Man
65%
talking nonsense.
Internazionale de
Yo,
Milano,
Benfica's taking that.
35% Benfica.
75-25 Benfica.
You're crazy. Boy.
75-25 Benfica.
No, I think this one, I see 50-50, but I see Benfica taking it. I see it going to penalties or something like that. Having to go to penalties in the second leg and Benfica taking it.
Could be. Guti, where you at in this one?
Screenshot that too.
The 51-49 in Inter.
Ooh,
It's gonna be real tight.
that's your closest one, dog.
Yeah, I think at Benfica they're really underrated this season, but I feel like Inter hierarchy is gonna play a big part in that qualifying.
Rios, what's up with you, bro? What you see in this one?
60-40 Inter Milan.
All right, cool. Guys, we got 2 questions left. We can do this quick though. Quick because we already had a quick.
brethren.
Quick.
Quick.
Did you guys get surprised by Cristiano Ronaldo's calling for the national team for the Euro
I
qualifying?
did. I
Nope.
saw that surprising. Well,
I was really surprised. I didn't think
I
Martinez
was surprised
gonna
too. Rios, you must be a Madrid fan if you say no.
100%.
100%.
Of course.
That's a
101%.
What does
joking,
Madrid have
bro.
to do with Ronaldo? You don't see him scoring goals in Saudi Arabia?
Oh, let's compare Saudi Arabia to the Premier League and La Liga.
Rios, did you say the
Who
Saudi
who
Arabian
would you
League?
call over
Oh,
him?
man.
Rios,
Be
your indoor
serious, Rio.
Rios, your
Rio,
indoor
stop.
team
I
with
can say
Kiki
that.
and Brian Piccolo is better than the Saudi Arabian League, bro.
Stop,
No,
bro.
facts.
One
Stop.
hundred
Rios.
percent, bro.
We'll give you a chance to redeem yourself. Are you surprised that he got called?
One more time. No, I'm not. I'm not
Okay.
surprised.
Yo,
Jonathan, try one more time though.
He doesn't have to
Are you
play
surprised?
just to get called up. Maybe to be a
Hey, Rio.
leader. They need to
Mr.
guide the young
Barcelona.
youths.
Are you surprised that Cristiano Ronaldo was called to the Portuguese national team?
Do I have to dry it out for you, bro? You want me to dry it out for you?
Rios, we're looking for the right answer. Come on, dog.
I'm gonna stick with my answer. No, I'm not surprised.
All right.
Especially with a new coach. Who wouldn't want to bring Cristiano Ronaldo into the locker room? Now,
Yeah, someone that wants
this is
a
a different topic.
non-toxic, someone that doesn't want that toxicity, bro.
Do I expect him to start and play? That's a different topic.
Okay,
to get called up,
that's a different topic.
I'm not surprised. Not at all.
Yo, Guti, did it surprise you?
It is surprising, but I would.
Hey, you lying, bro? No, I didn't.
I would no. I mean, to your point, I agree that I'm surprised he got called up, but why he got called up is not to play and start and take other people's minutes. It's for that leadership that he brings to the locker room and experience.
True. Guys, and our last question of the day, because we gotta say goodbye soon. This is the last question of today's day. On Thursday, you guys know there's not gonna be any leagues for 2 weeks, so we're gonna bring you guys a lot of content that has nothing to do with the leagues. So on Thursday, to qualify for the Euro Cup, we're gonna have Italy against England, y'all. Italy against England. What are your percentages on this one, Guti? What do you see?
Oof. I was not expecting that question, but I got to go with England 60-40.
What?
I think that's a little bit too low. I've got England winning that 90-10.
You can't count Italy out.
Yeah?
Can't count Italy out.
Can you kick him out?
No, I've got England
That's
winning
90-10, bro.
I've got this 70-30.
Jonathan, last time England versus Italy, Italy became European champions
Mason Mount's about
at Wembley.
Yeah? Mason Mount will bag about 2 hat tricks.
Cricket. Yo, I wish we can play like sounds in the background. That would have been the perfect cricket.
I think this might be actually a good game. I think it's gonna be 60-40 England. I don't think it's gonna be
40 England.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Italy in this one. I think Italy has to come back, y'all. Not come back. I mean, they are the European champions. Actually, they shouldn't even qualify, dog. If you win, you should be in the next one already, dog. Like, I feel, this is gonna be a weird, quick topic. Rios, do you think that the champions of each continent should go straight to the World Cup?
Yes.
I mean, I think
I would say yes.
If you want those tournaments to be more valuable, then I agree. But how would you put that into the qualifiers?
A lot of more teams
Easy,
would
you take one
try.
spot out.
Yeah. A lot of teams would definitely.
I agree, because isn't that what happened to Chile? That's what happened to Italy.
Yeah, right? They won and they didn't qualify to the World Cup.
Because then
Chile won 2 Copa Americas back to back.
Because that means an extra spot would open up in that, like, for example, like in CONCACAF.
Yeah, maybe Peru would have a higher chance to qualify.
I think Colombia is actually going to have a better chance now to qualify.
I mean, we do pretty good in Copa Americas, so.
Yeah.
Yo, we have somebody over here asking for Tronquito things.
We're thinking about having a segment called Tronquito's Thoughts, where I bring someone on and then we kind of just talk about random stuff. So.
All right, yo. So that was a great. It was a great.
The man was promoted on our show, bro. That's disrespectful.
An hour and almost 10 minutes, yo. We gotta say goodbye, Rios, dog. Say goodbye today, dog.
Yo, brethrens, my youths, sisterins,
kick him out.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you on Thursday. Bye.
Take care.